Hari Om and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. This is Yamuna Devi. Before I experienced grief and loss, I always tried to study it, to understand it, read books about it, watch videos about it, to find better ways to support and help my clients understand what they're going through so that I can be a support for them. But it was not until I experienced loss and processed and went through grief that I understood the experience of that pain and suffering of loss. Grief is something that cannot be studied, cannot be explained. Even if you intellectually try to read the psychology, the stages behind grief, the stages and feelings behind loss, you'll never understand it until you experience it. And that is one of the greatest lessons that I learned. I learned to understand compassion, how to take my time and process emotions that come up through the process of grief. Grieving will always be there. There will be waves of grief. And when you lose someone you love, that person is irreplaceable. Could be even a pet. Irreplaceable. The feeling, the memories will always be there. The experience will always be there. The love for that being that has been lost will always be there, will always remain. It is not something you can push away. It is only processed emotions, memories to be processed. And I think one of the most important things is to be compassionate with yourself through this process and to understand that even if the world continues running, that it's okay for yourself to pause. It's okay to give yourself that permission to pause, to just be. There's no need to rush. And it's okay to not feel okay. It's simply one day at a time. That is what I told myself. One day at a time. That was my greatest strength, because people will always ask you about your loss and how you're feeling. And the truth is, of course, maybe they do want to hear about it, but sometimes you're not ready to talk about it or feel comfortable talking about it or are prepared to talk about it, and that's okay too. You will know the perfect time to speak about it, to talk about your loss, to process. Everything comes in perfect timing. So people will just ask because something to keep busy, to make a conversation with you, and it's okay. Maybe at the moment for you it's not okay, right? You're processing your pain, you're processing your grief, but for them, they feel that's a way to connect. So not every person, what I want to tell you is that not every person will understand. Not every person will have the best things to say, because the truth is that it is better not to say anything at all. Simply presence is the best thing. Silence. To just be present with the person is the greatest gift. And there's no word that will help that person process that grief quickly. So you can come up with a phrase when the people ask you, how are you feeling? Are you okay? How's that? How have you been? You can create a phrase for yourself that can help support you. My phrase, for example, was one day at a time. And you can create your own phrase. So when they ask you that question, you can just say the phrase, and that's it. That's the answer. They will not ask you more. So, grief, I hold grief. You see, this happens, and that's okay. I hold grief close to my heart. Because when you lose someone you love, you just carry that love and loss with you. Your life changes, and loss is a part of life. I'm not telling you anything that will fix your pain or help you feel better, but I do feel that I need to come and talk to you about this because it's very important. No one talks about it. No one talks about grief. People just brush it off, continue their life, pretending everything is okay, smiling, but they're hurt inside. And I feel this is really important. To be compassionate with yourself and others who are grieving, to just hold space for yourself if you're the person that's grieving, to be silent, things that can help support you. These are some things that supported me. Journaling what I feel. What any emotion you feel, you can write them down. Me personally, I'm in the field of Ayurveda. And yes, Ayurveda is beautiful. Ayurveda supported me. Herbal teas supported me. Taking time in nature, connecting with myself, giving myself the opportunity to pause supported me immensely. To be in nature and just be present, to just be with my grief however I wanted to be. And I journaled whatever I wanted to journal. And in Ayurveda, grief is something that is painful, right? And can affect our mental, emotional states, our overall well-being. So sleep was really important. Observing myself, taking care of myself through this process. Some days I didn't want to do anything. So I had to observe that, right? Because also grief, you can feel depression. You feel like you lost someone you love, right? There's a loss. So you can go into a slump. And that's okay. Journal about it. Be silent. Be with yourself. Do something that you know that person or that being, your loved one, your pet, would have loved to do when you're ready. This is important. Everything has to be when you're ready. Do something you know that person or divine being, your pet, would have loved to do. Do it with them. They may not be physically present. Their spiritual space, their spiritual being is present there. And so you can do that. Walking, traveling, whatever you want to do. I used all the healing tools that felt comfortable for me, that made me happy, even in that space. Even in that space, you feel that there's no happiness, that there's no joy. But you can do what feels right for you. I used a lot of stones. They supported me a lot. Just holding them, having the stones present with me, carrying the stones. I'm trying to remember, what helped me a lot. The stones were very, very special for me. And just taking care of me at my pace. Because again, at that space, it's painful. You feel like you don't want to take care of yourself. Like, who cares? Like, why am I going to do this? But you will notice that the things you love, you will start incorporating, and that will help support you in the way that you need. A lot of silence, a lot of processing, taking that space to be present. And just know that you never lost that person or your pet, your loved one. Pets are so loving, they're part of your family. So you never lost them. They just transformed. They transitioned from this physical plane to a spiritual plane. And they're everywhere. They're not bound to just the physical body. They are everywhere. I thought I wasn't going to cry. I thought I was good. But that's okay. That's part of my process too. And talking about it, it's okay. I receive it with love. I receive my emotions with love. And I want you to receive your emotions with love. Because to bury your emotion is worse. It's harder. You will carry that pain longer, deeper. You will not be able to just be, to be happy, to be joyful. And I know now may not be a space to, if you're processing some loss, now is not the space you will, to feel joyful. And it's okay. But there will be moments of joy within your day. And as you travel through those waves, embrace every moment of it. Embrace the pain. Embrace the joy. you will see it comes different in different ways, and in different moments little things might remind you. They may bring joy, they may bring sadness, because you are attached. There's an attachment to that being. There's that love, but love never dissolves. That love is always there. That love carries you. And is always connected to the presence of the loved one you lost. So just be present. Just be with yourself. There's no rush. If you're in a period of loss right now, grieving, there's no rush. And I want you to choose to pace yourself, to be patient with yourself, and never compare your loss to someone's loss. People will do that. Now, people will do that, and that will be hurtful. But they're trying to find the right words to help support you, and may not be the right words, right? Because we don't need words to process grief. You only need presence and compassion. There are no words that can help you feel better. Only your presence. Only the compassion that others give. Their presence. No words are needed. Life would be different. You know, sometimes I look at older photos of me and I look at photos now and I feel transformed. My face looks different. I look different. I feel I've shifted. Not in a negative way, in a positive way. Because now I have a different experience that I've learned from, I've accepted, and now I understand what loss and grief are. Now I understand, because I've had the experience, the direct experience, I understand what people are going through when they're processing this too. So take a little time for yourself, breathe. You can lie down, you can walk, journal. Do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you feel good. There's no perfect way of processing this grief. Grief just comes and it's so strange, right? It's so strange, like when you think about this, like I'm visualizing a door and grief knocks and and comes to my house. And grief just knocks and you receive grief how you can. And you start making friends with grief. If we don't open the door and leave grief outside, guess what? Grief will keep knocking and say, you're ignoring me. As you continue your life, running, keeping distracted, doing so many things, pretending everything's okay, because the world and everyone wants to see you okay. Everyone wants to feel okay. So you think that you also need to feel okay. So allow grief in, open the door, sit with grief, have some tea, talk with grief. Take your time, as much as you need. There's no rush. There's no certain timeline. I don't believe in that. You know? I understand, yes, psychology says you need 2 years to process. If you have not overcome grief 2 years ago, you're not doing well. I don't believe it. Because for me, it's been more than 2 years and I still feel it. It's changed, but I still feel. And that's okay too. And I'm going to embrace that too. Every feeling, I'm going to embrace it. There's no timeline. And just take your time. Don't rush. Journal. Talk. Talk to a tree. If you feel comfortable. Talk to your cats, your pets, your dogs. It's okay. They're very supportive and understanding. They know. And take your time. Take your time to nourish yourself and love yourself. Through the process, do little things that feel good for you too. Because I'm sure that the person or being that you lost, I want to let you know that you never lost the person. They transformed. They transformed. They're divine souls now. They're divine souls. They're in a divine plane. And they want to see you doing well. They want to make sure that you're okay, that you're happy. So take your time to rest, journal, time to process, walk in nature, connect in nature, and be with yourself. Listen to your emotions, embrace them. If you need to cry, cry. These emotions, you know, it's a blessing to be human, because the emotions are telling us what is happening within us, and they are being released. We are allowing them to let them be. And that is the way we process. We process emotions. So I sit with you in silence, in loving compassion, as you process your grief, your loss. You are not alone. That is what I want to tell you. And that it's okay to not be okay. Just remember, one day at a time, nothing else. One day at a time. So I am here with you. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for being here. My thoughts and prayers with you. And thank you for listening. Thank you for being here with me. Hari Om.